trouble quacks, he's falling behind. Duck in the streets, track freak in the sheets. Ducky O8O59.
At dawn, only raccoons and regrets are awake, and Ducky O8O59 has both.
Please don't be another Bill. Oh, hell no. Not at 6 a.m. I'm doomed.
Ducky O8O59, loop addict, track junkie, a duck who thought copyright law didn't apply to waterfowl.
Your Honor, this duck has committed felonies against rhythm.
You making it sound way worse than it was.
He stole the groove. He violated the sacred BPM.
You never steal the groove.
I'll play my own defense.
Turn that off.
I can't. It's on autoplay.
Ducky O8O59. You are banned from all ROOSTRAX track libraries.
Not the tracks. Anything but the tracks. That him?
Yeah, the criminal.
Play the track. I can't.
That should have been the end. Gavel down, geese tackle, duck pancaked on the pavement, roll credits, fade to black, learn nothing. But the universe wasn't done with Ducky O8O59. What you just saw, that was the trailer. Now we rewind and watch the full, extremely preventable documentary. Cold open. 6:13 a.m. Quackville time. Ducky wakes up looking exactly like the horrifying coffee-clutching zombie you just met. 3 hours of sleep, zero life planning, and the 1,000-yard stare of a duck who spent the night inside a dryer full of forks. He shuffles through the alley, clutching his mug like it's emotional support. Somewhere, a neon sign flickers in judgment. His phone buzzes. In his tiny, delusional heart, he hopes it's Darla. Maybe a new gig. Maybe an invite to something freaky involving candles and expired lottery tickets. Instead, on that cracked little screen appears a legal notice from a company called ROOSTRAX, a multinational music conglomerate shaped more or less spiritually like a rooster in a Bluetooth headset. Quote, "You are hereby notified of a copyright infringement lawsuit for your unauthorized use of tracks resembling, implying, gesturing toward, or spiritually adjacent to ROOSTRAX drum loops." End quote. Ducky drops the phone. His feathers wilt. The coffee trembles like it knows it's the last happy thing he'll ever hold. Turns out, ROOSTRAX had been monitoring him for months using advanced surveillance technology. Not satellites, not spy drones. A sentient ring light named Kevin. Kevin had one job: rat out any bird who used drum tracks labeled in bright red letters, not for ducks. Ducky did not read that part. He saw free 120 BPM groove and treated it like a gift from the gods. Now the gods want blood, and unfortunately for Ducky, they retain very good lawyers. Like any self-respecting midlife crisis track addict, he decides to talk his way out of it. He waddles into the ROOSTRAX corporate lobby in pajamas, still gripping his coffee, looking like he got hit by a bus made of regret. The receptionist is a sleek 6'3" Mandarin duck in a razor-sharp business suit. She stares at him the way a DMV clerk stares at a guy who brought the wrong form, wrong ID, and wrong species. "Name," she snaps. "Ducky O8O59, he mutters. Her feathers flutter as she flips through a file clearly labeled, in her soul, guilty as hell. Minutes later, he's in that courtroom you saw. Harsh spotlights, vulture judge, jury of geese and pigeons, and one turkey who is spiritually already over it. The prosecutor, Clucksworth P. Tendershaw IV, a rooster built like a linebacker with a law degree, steps up and accuses Ducky of stealing not just tracks, but, quote, the soul of corporate America. The jury gasps, a goose faints. Under pressure, Ducky does the dumbest thing possible. He tries to play his defense on a backing track. He stomps his GT 1000 pedal and unleashes a full metalcore drum blast into the courtroom. Fog machine, accidental, confetti, absolutely uncalled for. Pajama shorts, gone for reasons known only to gravity. The judge slams the gavel and bans him for life from every ROOSTRAX track library, including chick beats, poultry percussion, cock-a-doodle-doom metal essentials, and Cluck Hop Platinum Edition. Outside, a pigeon reporter shoves a mic in his face and asks for comment. Two giant geese tackle him, shove a cease and desist up his bathrobe, and as the camera pushes in, we hear him whisper, almost too quiet to catch, "Play the track." I can't.
Flickering neon signs cast eerie shadows on Quackville's deserted main street. An eyeliner-adorned tumbleweed rolls past, a lonely dancer in the desolate night. Ducky walks down the street, clutching his guitar. Shelley, a silent confidant. He pauses, his voice a hushed plea to his instrument. "Come on, Shelley. Don't embarrass me tonight." His eyes gleam with a mix of hope and desperation. "At least pretend you have a soul." Inside the Mildew Mermaid, despondent patrons seek solace in neon cocktails, the air thick with unspoken regrets. The sweaty, disheveled MC clutches the mic, his nervous gaze sweeping the room as he announces, "Welcome, Ducky 08059. Ducky 08059 shuffles onto the dimly lit stage, clutching a battered ukulele like a shield against the world. "All right, Quackville, let's do this raw and real," Ducky announces, his voice a mix of defiance and vulnerability. In the smoky haze of the Mildew Mermaid, Ducky stands frozen under a flickering spotlight, the weight of the moment crushing him. A chorus of drunken shouts erupts. "Play Wonderwall! Play anything not produced by Satan! Dial up Modem with asthma!" Ducky trembles, his eyes wide with panic as the crowd's jeers intensify, each word a blow to his fragile confidence. Ducky realizes, his heart sinking, that without his backing tracks, his musical ability has vanished into thin air. Lights strobe wildly as the Flocktopians swagger into the Mildew Mermaid, Falco leading the charge with a sneer. Falco's voice drips with disdain. "Ducky? Performing without tracks? That's like watching a fish moonwalk." Ducky's eyes flash with defiance, retorting sharply at Falco and his Flocktopians. "Falco, your whole band looks like it was styled by a drunk peacock with a glue gun," Ducky snaps back. The Mildew Mermaid bar buzzes with energy as stage lights blaze on. The Flocktopians, mid-performance. Rowdy bar patrons, faces flushed, cheer as the band launches into their roast track. No track, no talent. Amid the chaos, a lone breadstick flies through the air, a bizarre projectile aimed at the stage. Falco dodges the breadstick with practiced ease, his eyes gleaming under the stage lights. Disaster strikes as the breadstick finds its mark, landing squarely on Ducky, much to the crowd's amusement. Falco's voice cuts through the noise. "No track, no talent. Your solos are a crime. You're one bad chord away from doing jail time." Inside the dimly lit bar, Ducky reels from the breadstick's sting, clutching his chest in theatrical pain. His face contorts, a mask of wounded pride struggling against the sharp physical discomfort. He scans the room, his eyes darting from face to face, desperate to reclaim his dignity. "Hey, I'm a musician. A track-friendly musician, yes, but still a musician." Ducky protests. Ducky bursts from the bar into a narrow alley, the air thick with shadows and regret. Above, a flickering neon sign casts an ominous glow. Repent or prepay? He pauses, alone with his thoughts, wrestling with a crushing sense of inadequacy. His voice cracks as he whispers, "Everyone thinks I'm a joke, and maybe they're right." Despair washes over him as he admits, "Maybe without tracks, I'm nothing." In the dim Quackville alley, Ducky stands alone, the city's hum a lonely backdrop to his solitude. His flip phone buzzes, breaking the silence, an unwelcome intrusion into the quiet night. Ducky's feathered hand opens the phone, his brow furrowed in confusion and slight annoyance. "Who calls a duck at 10:42 p.m. on a weekday?" he quips, his voice echoing in the narrow space. A mysterious voice answers, its tone unsettling. "Ducky 08059. I've seen you struggle. You've forgotten who you are. But I can fix that," the voice promises, a chilling offer hanging in the air. Flickering streetlights cast long shadows in the damp alley. The smell of concrete and fast food hangs heavy in the air. Ducky stands alone, clutching his phone, his face etched with apprehension and curiosity. A message glows on Ducky's screen. I can restore your groove. Meet me at midnight. The message continues. An ominous invitation. At the abandoned roller rink. Come alone. Ducky's eyes dart around the alley. A sense of unease washing over him as he rereads the message. He hesitates, the glow of the phone illuminating his conflicted expression in the dimly lit alley. In a dimly lit alley, Ducky stands, the brick walls casting long shadows, his face illuminated by his phone. Ducky clutches his phone, a hesitant expression flickering across his face. A mix of fear and anticipation. The abandoned roller rink? That place has more paranormal activity than my dating life, Ducky quips. Ducky's voice echoes in the alley as his words hang in the night air. Under the veil of night, Ducky strides through Quackville's desolate streets, an air of determination in his gait. Eerie shadows stretch and dance around him, cast by the lonely streetlights that watch over his solitary journey. His path leads him towards the silent, forgotten roller rink, a place shrouded in mystery and whispers. Each step echoes in the stillness, amplifying the weight of his purpose as he approaches the rink. An abandoned roller rink stands silhouetted against the night sky, its broken windows like vacant eyes staring into the darkness. Overgrown weeds claw at the crumbling facade, nature reclaiming what was once a place of joy. The sign above, barely legible, hints at forgotten laughter and echoes of youthful exuberance. Ducky approaches cautiously, his figure small against the imposing structure. Each step is measured, the silence broken only by the crunch of gravel under his feet. The air hangs heavy with anticipation as he draws closer to the decaying entrance. Under the cloak of night, the abandoned roller rink looms, a silent testament to forgotten joys. Ducky pauses at the entrance, his face etched with a battle between fear and an irresistible pull. A deep breath steels his resolve as he reaches for the ominous doors, their surfaces scarred by time. The doors groan open, the rusty hinges screaming in protest as Ducky breaches the threshold. Darkness swallows him whole, the unknown depths of the rink beckoning him into its shadowy embrace. Inside the abandoned roller rink, dust hangs heavy in the air, illuminated by ethereal moonlight. Broken windows frame the night, casting an eerie glow across the decaying interior. Strange, shifting shadows dance along the walls, twisting familiar shapes into haunting figures. Debris litters the cavernous space, a testament to forgotten laughter and bygone days. Silence echoes, amplifying the ghostly whispers of the past within the desolate rink. Inside the abandoned roller rink, shadows dance in the dim light as Ducky cautiously steps into the echoing void. Each footstep reverberates, amplifying the silence and Ducky's growing sense of unease. Nervously, Ducky scans the surroundings, his eyes darting, unsure of what lurks in the darkness. The air hangs heavy, thick with anticipation, as if the very rink holds its breath. A palpable sense of dread settles in, clinging to the shadows and whispering secrets. Ducky's heart pounds in his chest, a drumbeat against the backdrop of the silent, watchful rink. Moonlight paints dust motes in the abandoned roller rink, a silent prelude to the drama unfolding. From the inky shadows, a figure emerges, their presence a chilling question mark in the gloom. Ducky stares, his eyes wide with a mix of surprise and burgeoning fear. He braces himself, ready to face whatever specter the darkness has conjured. The abandoned rink holds its breath, awaiting the figure's next move.
Midnight casts long shadows in the Radio Shack graveyard, the air thick with the scent of decay and forgotten tech. Ducky O8O59 stands silhouetted against the flickering neon, a leather-clad figure of rugged determination. From the darkness, Scratchy Faders emerges, his one eye gleaming with suspicion and a torn hoodie pulled tight. Scratchy's challenge cuts through the night. "Hold it right there, Duck Boy. You looking for tracks or trouble?" Scratchy's cyberpunk eye glows intensely in the dim light. Ducky's expression is sarcastic as he looks towards Scratchy. "Ducky, I heard you've got the forbidden grooves." Scratchy, a raccoon DJ, emerges from the shadows. Scratchy's hoodie appears torn. Scratchy. Oh, I got grooves banned in 3 timelines in a whole county. What's in it for me? In the desolate Radio Shack graveyard, Scratchy muscles a dumpster aside, revealing a pulsating neon purple trapdoor. The narrator's voice booms, setting the stage. Scratchy lifts a dumpster. The entrance to the undergroove. Ducky watches Scratchy. Posture solid. Scratchy grins, ushering in a new era. Welcome to the place where copyright law goes to die. The purple light from the trapdoor pulses intensely, promising untold sonic adventures. Ducky and Scratchy stand silhouetted against the glowing entrance, ready to descend. Ducky stares into the glowing trapdoor, his face a study in curiosity and grim resolve. I'm not here for laws, I'm here for power, Ducky declares, his voice echoing with newfound ambition. Scratchy Faders replies, then follow me, but don't cry when it bites back. His words, a chilling promise. The glowing entrance beckons, a portal to untold power and unforeseen consequences. Inside the undergroove, busted mixers and glowing cables litter the chaotic chamber. Graffiti of musical symbols explodes across the walls, a testament to sound and decay. Ducky remains masculine amidst the neon-lit ruin, his rugged feathers a stark contrast. Narrator's voice echoes. The undergroove a black market labyrinth of broken gear. Scratchy digs through broken gear, sparking wires illuminating his determined face in the dimly lit undergroove. You sure you want cursed tracks? These beats take over you, Scratchy warns, his voice echoing in the cluttered space. Ducky retorts with a smirk. I've been taken over by worse, like my ex-drummer. Scratchy grins, diving into a mountain of malfunctioning mixers. Say less. Scratchy strains, hauling a hefty wooden crate bound in chains and duct tape through the dim undergroove. Crimson letters blazon the crate's side. Top secret. Bass lines of doom. Flickering purple neon spills from within, casting an eerie glow. Scratchy's eyes widen, stark fear gripping his face. Narrator. V.O. He drags out a crate sealed with chains, duct tape, and at least 2 restraining orders. Inside the undergroove, a crate shudders violently, its purple neon cracks glowing ominously. Sweat beads on Scratchy Fader's brow as the crate trembles, the air thick with dread. Oh hell, they're awake, Scratchy says, his voice barely a whisper against the impending chaos. Ducky O8O59's fearful question hangs in the air. What's in there? Demons? Polka? A crate looms, stark against the dim light of the undergroove. Red letters blaze on the crate's side. Top secret. Bass lines of doom. Red letters scream. Top secret. Bass lines of doom, the narrator warns. The crate pulses with a dark energy, promising untold sonic chaos. The crate splinters, unleashing a torrent of purple and blue neon bass wave energy into the undergroove. Ducky braces himself, his feathers blown back by the sheer force of the sonic eruption. Scratchy, eyes wide with terror, desperately clings to a turntable as the undergroove shakes. Narrator. The crate erupts with bass energy, shaking the entire undergroove. The unleashed energy pulsates, bathing everything in an intense, vibrant glow. Inside the undergroove, terror seizes Scratchy. His eyes widen. Scratchy gestures wildly at Ducky. Scratchy's frantic plea pierces the air. Duck boy, don't touch that, he cries, voice cracking. The urgency in Scratchy's voice is palpable. Inside the undergroove, pulsating bass wave energy fills the air. Ducky O8O59 reaches out, his eyes reflecting the surging light. A determined glint sharpens his gaze as he focuses on the energy before him. The air crackles with anticipation, a pivotal decision hanging in the balance. So we're opening it? Ducky asks, his voice barely audible above the thrumming bass. Extreme close-up. Ducky's face, a canvas of raw emotion, apprehension battling excitement within the depths of his eyes. The undergroove's neon lights reflect in his wide, innocent eyes, hinting at the secrets and dangers lurking beneath. The air crackles with anticipation as Ducky takes a tentative step forward, the unknown beckoning him into the abyss. Narrator's voice booms, a chilling whisper that promises revelation and peril. And in that moment, Ducky O8O59 learns the first rule of the undergroove. The words hang in the air, heavy with unspoken meaning. The camera focuses on Ducky, his destiny sealed, as he stands at the precipice of a world he can never unsee. Deep in the undergroove, the bass wave energy surges. Unseen forces begin to stir. A blinding flash of neon light engulfs Ducky, signaling a critical shift. The air crackles with anticipation as Ducky faces the unknown consequences. Narrator's haunting words echo, "When you chase power, something always bites back." Total darkness descends, a suffocating black that swallows all light. A low, guttural thrum vibrates through the silence, a distorted bass that rattles the bones. The sound intensifies, a sonic wave building in the void. Echoes bounce and distort, creating a sense of unease and anticipation in the impenetrable black. The bass pulses, a prelude to the chaos about to unfold. End card. In the dim alley, shadows stretch and twist around Ducky, a figure of masculine grit, obscured by the night. Neon light spills from behind, painting the grimy walls with vibrant hues, while Ducky's expression remains a mystery. Ducky, cloaked in shadow, prepares for what comes next. "Play the track. I got this." Ducky's voice is a low growl in the dark. A gritty alleyway bathed in the flickering neon glow of the moldy mandolin lounge, shadows stretch long and distorted. Scratch Fader, a one-eyed raccoon DJ, nervously hands Ducky a USB stick, his torn hoodie pulled tight.
"These tracks are fire, Duck, but be careful. They got a bite."
Scratch Fader warns, his voice laced with concern. Ducky nonchalantly replies,
"Relax, Fader. I know what I'm doing."
The moldy mandolin lounge, a dimly lit, grungy haven where stale beer hangs heavy in the air, thick with desperation. A small crowd gathers expectantly near the makeshift stage, their faces illuminated by the dim, flickering lights. Ducky struts confidently through the throng, his every step radiating self-assurance, a star about to ignite. Murmurs of anticipation ripple through the crowd, all eyes fixed on Ducky as he approaches the stage. On stage, Ducky confidently jams the USB stick into his playback unit, a pivotal moment before his performance. He adjusts his jacket, a subtle gesture of preparation under the spotlight's glare. Ducky takes a swig of water, the liquid reflecting the stage lights, a moment of intense focus. A cocky grin spreads across Ducky's face as he eyes the crowd, brimming with self-assurance. With a decisive move, he hits play, unleashing the music and the start of his performance. Black smoke belches from the speakers, a mechanical death rattle in the moldy mandolin lounge. The fog machine screams, unleashing a toxic cloud that writhes across the stage. Lights flicker wildly, strobing the scene with erratic, feverish energy. The crowd cheers wildly, a roaring wave of enthusiasm. Cheers wildly, as the narration describes the crowd, lost in the moment. The crowd remains oblivious to the malfunctions, lost in music and revelry. On stage, Ducky feels a surge of raw power, his fingers flying across the strings. He shreds a wild solo, a mix of practiced skill and raw, panicked emotion. The crowd erupts, a sea of faces lit by the vibrant stage lights. Bodies dance and cheer, lost in the music's frenzied energy. The moldy mandolin lounge pulses with the rhythm of Ducky's unleashed performance. In the moldy mandolin lounge, a strange whisper begins to rise from the floor monitors, unnoticed by the crowd. The whisper intensifies, a slithering sound that seems to penetrate the very floorboards of the stage. A disembodied voice whispers seductively,
"Play me harder."
Ducky remains silent, unaware of the eerie command echoing through the lounge. Inside the moldy mandolin, monitors hiss with a demanding urgency. Harder. Ducky, drenched in sweat, frantically battles the relentless track. Buttons are slammed, cables are yanked, a desperate struggle against the sonic onslaught. Each failed attempt intensifies the pressure, amplifying the chaotic energy of the stage. The relentless music pounds on, each note amplifying Ducky's growing exhaustion on the dimly lit stage. Ducky's small form, usually composed, now betrays the intense physical strain he endures under the harsh spotlight. His once pristine feathers are ruffled and askew, a stark testament to his desperate struggle against fatigue. His chest heaves, each breath a visible effort as he fights to maintain the relentless rhythm of the music. The music grinds to a halt, silence crashing over the moldy mandolin stage. A puff of smoke rises as the music track sputters and dies. Ducky wobbles, feathers scorched, leaving a trail of burnt scent. He stumbles off stage, a disheveled figure amidst the expectant crowd. The air hangs thick with the aroma of burnt pretzel salt. A hush falls as Ducky disappears behind the velvet curtain. Backstage at the Moldy Mandolin, Ducky collapses, his breath ragged. He clutches his chest, a grimace of pain contorting his face. His body slumps against a crate of expired energy drinks. Each gasp is a struggle as he fights to regain control. Backstage at the Moldy Mandolin, focus tightens on Ducky's eyes, revealing a disturbing intensity. His eyes flicker, a prelude to something unnatural. An unholy neon orange erupts, flooding the cramped backstage with an eerie, unsettling light. The surroundings are bathed in a sickly glow, the bizarre light emanating from Ducky's eyes. A single bulb casts long shadows in the cramped backstage, dust swirling in the stale air. Costumes hang like forgotten dreams. Silent witnesses to countless performances, Ducky stands alone, a solitary figure amidst the decay, clutching his mandolin tight. Barry is practicing in the next room. His brow furrows, a storm of concentration brewing as he wrestles with the instrument's secrets. His fingers dance hesitantly over the strings, searching for a melody lost in time. A disembodied voice whispers, a sinister promise hanging in the air.
You're mine now, Duck. Oh, how we shall play together.
Backstage at the Moldy Mandolin, shadows cling to every corner, hiding secrets in plain sight. Barry steps into the dim backstage area. The air heavy with anticipation turned to dread. He spots Ducky sprawled on the floor, an unsettling stillness replacing his usual pep. Ducky's eyes, though closed, emit a faint, eerie glow, hinting at otherworldly forces. Barry kneels beside him, concern etched on his face as he reaches out cautiously.
Oh, Ducky? You okay, buddy?
Scratchy Fader's hideout is dimly lit, the only light source emanating from a flickering television screen. Scratchy Fader sits hunched, his face etched with anxiety, fixated on the news report. The news report details Ducky's bizarre performance, amplifying Scratchy's unease. His hand nervously rises to his head, scratching vigorously as his worry intensifies. Scratchy's eyes dart around the room, filled with regret and a sense of foreboding.
I should have warned him more.
He mutters, his voice barely audible above the static of the TV. Across the street, a shadowy figure lurks, shrouded in the night's embrace, their presence a silent threat. Dim light stretches long, distorted shadows across the alley, each a phantom dancer in the gloom. The figure's face remains hidden, masked by darkness, an enigma veiled in secrecy. Piercing the gloom, their eyes gleam with an unnatural light, betraying a hidden intent. Ducky, lying there in his mind, goes back to his apartment, a rock and roll haven, shadows dancing among musical equipment in the dim, passionate light. Ducky hunches over a mixing board. Lost in the music, his fingers a blur across the console. Fatigue lines his face, yet his eyes burn with an undying love for his craft.
Play me harder, like you're twisting my nipples.
Ducky whispers to the sound, urging it to greater heights. At that moment, Ducky's eyes roll back into his head and collapses backstage. What will happen next? Stay tuned for episode 5, The Track Jock Reborn. In the grimy alley, Ducky O8O59 lies twitching, a broken automaton amidst shadows and decay. His neon orange eyes flicker weakly, struggling to maintain their artificial glow against the encroaching darkness. A desperate attempt to stand, his metallic feathers trembling with each strained movement. Spiderweb cracks of eerie, glowing energy spread beneath his feathers, a sign of imminent collapse. The air crackles with unstable energy, a visual omen of Ducky's fading existence. Each twitch, each flicker, a desperate plea against the inevitable shutdown in the alley's cold embrace. In the dimly lit alley, Ducky stands hunched, covered in a strange, luminous substance, the air thick with stale beer.
Great. I look like a radioactive piñata.
Ducky mutters, his voice echoing in the grimy space. A stray cat hisses, its eyes gleaming in the shadows, adding to the tense atmosphere. Ducky hisses back fiercely, a bizarre standoff in the alley as the cat retreats into the darkness. Inside Ducky's cluttered apartment, he tries to brush dirt off his jacket, a mundane task turning bizarre. Abruptly, his arm twitches, snapping into an unnervingly perfect robotic motion. His eyes widen in disbelief as his own limb betrays him, a mechanical puppet in disguise. A wave of confusion washes over Ducky as he fights to regain control, grabbing his crotch, fear creeping into his expression.
Whoa, what the hell?
Ducky exclaims, his voice a mix of shock and rising panic. The robotic arm remains rigid, a stark symbol of the change overtaking him. As he stares in horror, in his modest apartment, Ducky tests the waters of his strange, newfound abilities. He taps his foot, a flawless rhythm suddenly filling the room with an uncanny precision. Next, a simple clap, yet the sound resonates with an impossible, perfect tempo. A mischievous glint sparks in Ducky's eyes as he explores the extent of his powers. He scratches his butt, and the room is filled with a perfect 4/4 groove. Ducky stares, marveling at the absurd symphony he has unwittingly unleashed upon the world. In Quackville, whispers of Ducky's change spread like wildfire through the streets. Rumors swirl. A ghostly producer haunts the studio. A cursed metronome ticks with ill intent. And cosmic latency warps reality. The townsfolk murmur, fear and fascination mingling in their eyes. Night drapes over Quackville, the dim streetlights casting long shadows as Ducky walks home. His silhouette stands out against the gloom, each step measured and solitary. Unknowingly, his hip brushes against a seemingly ordinary wall. The contact unleashes an unexpected event, shaking the very foundations of Quackville. A deafening sound erupts, echoing through the night. Bwoo! The world shifts beneath Ducky's feet, forever altering his perception of reality. On Quackville's streets, Ducky abruptly halts, his eyes widening in alarm. He flails wildly, a desperate struggle to regain control amidst unseen forces. His frantic cry pierces the air. What? No, stop that! I didn't hit play! Panic mounts as he searches for a solution, his voice strained with urgency. Ducky shouts,
Hey, off button. I said, off.
Inside Ducky's apartment, a sneeze triggers a synthwave intro, filling the room with vibrant sound. A sudden burp from Ducky unexpectedly activates a reggae loop, adding a layer of chill vibes. As Ducky grabs his 3-inch cock, a gospel choir unleashes its power, creating an epic soundscape. The apartment transforms into a symphony of unexpected sounds, each action triggering a new musical genre. Ducky seems oblivious to the musical chaos, continuing his morning routine amidst the auditory explosion. A bizarre harmony of synth, reggae, and gospel fills the air, turning an ordinary day extraordinary. Ducky sits frozen, rigid in his chair, his eyes wide. Panic floods his face, a silent scream trapped within. He's paralyzed by an unseen fear, every muscle tense. His breath hitches, each inhale a struggle against the terror. Shadows dance around him, amplifying the dread. He's trapped in a nightmare, unable to break free. The clock ticks towards 3 a.m., each second an agonizing hammer blow in the oppressive silence. Sweat beads on Ducky's brow as he stares, fixated, at the relentless march of time. His eyes widen, reflecting a dread that claws at his throat, stealing his breath. Each tick of the clock echoes the frantic beating of his heart, a countdown to an unknown horror. The numbers glow with ominous intensity, casting long, dancing shadows that twist around him. The clock's stark numbers glow. 3 a.m. Silence hangs heavy in Ducky's apartment. A clean, crisp boom-bap beat erupts, tearing through the stillness. The sound pulses, a rhythmic anomaly in the dead of night. Kick, snare, kick, kick, snare. The beat takes shape, insistent and clear. The music emanates from Ducky's body, an impossible symphony. The rhythm builds, a strange, internal metronome dictating the quiet hours. Ducky's eyes snap open in the dead of night, pupils gleaming with an unnatural light. He bolts upright in his bed, feathers bristling with an unseen energy. An eerie pulse emanates from Ducky's feathers, casting strange shadows across the room. The air crackles around him as whatever force possesses him intensifies. Ducky's apartment is filled with an ominous aura, signaling a night of supernatural occurrences. Darkness consumes Ducky's apartment, the silence heavy and ominous. Shadows stretch and dance, concealing what lurks within the room. A faint glow emanates from an unseen source, barely piercing the gloom. Ducky's voice trembles, a thread of fear woven into each syllable.
Oh no. Did they find out that my manhood is only 3 inches?
He whispers, his words swallowed by the encroaching dark.
It's starting on its own. I can't control it.
A whirlwind of frantic energy. Ducky grapples with a trumpet, cheeks puffed, eyes wide with comical desperation. Notes scatter like confetti as Ducky's attempts at piano playing descend into a cacophony of dissonance. In a burst of frustration, a violin soars through the air, a brief, elegant arc against a backdrop of musical mayhem. Close up on Ducky's face, a mask of comical despair as he struggles to tame a drum set gone wild. A skin flute becomes an unwieldy dance partner, Ducky wrestling it across the room in a bizarre ballet. Amidst the chaos, Ducky stands defeated, instruments strewn around him like fallen soldiers in a musical war. Under the cloak of night, Ducky's webbed feet slap urgently against the pavement as he flees down Quackville streets. His eyes dart wildly, reflecting a desperate attempt to escape the unseen music. The sounds of his frantic escape echo in the night. Pedestrians halt in their tracks, their faces etched with a mixture of confusion and amusement. Their gazes follow the bizarre spectacle of the frantic duck dashing through the streets. Ducky's shadow stretches long and distorted under the streetlights, a symbol of his desperate plight. Ducky collapses onto the bed, the tired springs protesting under his weight, his body screaming from exhaustion. Dim light paints long shadows across the cluttered apartment, highlighting the disarray of Ducky's life. The relentless, rhythmic beat pulses through the room, a constant reminder of the night's stress. Every muscle protests as Ducky tries to find a comfortable position. Peace is so far away. In the dim light, Ducky's face is a mask of pure fatigue, the weight of the world etched into every line. What will I do now?
Stay tuned for episode 6, ROOSTRAX Strikes Back.
The sky over Quackville is an unnatural, oppressive darkness, hinting at unseen disturbances. Streetlights flicker wildly, their erratic flashes pulsing at an unsettling 120 BPM. Every screen blazes with a stark warning. Unauthorized track detected. The message repeats, an ominous sign permeating the digital landscape of the town. Quackville throbs with an unsettling rhythm, a palpable sense of unease gripping the town. The night is alive, with a silent, pulsing dread, a symphony of technological warning. At a gritty street corner, Ducky, a disheveled duck with neon blue eyes, clutches a hard drive. Scratchy, a twitchy raccoon, anxiously wrings his paws, his gaze darting around the street. Filled with fear, Scratchy's voice cracks with terror.
They know. They really know. ROOSTRAX has found us.
Ducky's expression hardens, the neon in his eyes seeming to glow brighter with determination. The ground shakes violently as the sky cracks open, spilling crimson light across the terrified city. From the rent sky, immense shadows descend, heralding the arrival of the Beat Reapers. Robotic roosters of polished chrome gleam ominously, reflecting the chaotic light. Their eyes burn with an unholy red glow, promising destruction and chaos. The Beat Reapers descend, shaking the earth outside Scratchy's lair, a hidden bunker rumored to house illicit sounds. The entrance to Scratchy's hideout, a stark contrast to the vibrant world above, promises a descent into underground chaos. Pizza boxes and discarded music equipment litter the bunker, a testament to Scratchy's chaotic lifestyle. A heavy metal door, reinforced and scarred, stands as the only barrier between the world and Scratchy's secrets. Echoes of distorted beats rumble from within, hinting at the forbidden melodies hidden deep inside Scratchy's bunker. Inside Scratchy's hideout, A sudden, violent explosion rips through the wall, sending debris flying. Scratchy's warning scream pierces the air as chaos erupts. The Beat Reapers surge into the bunker, their faces grim and determined. They unleash BPM disruptors, weapons designed to twist and warp the music itself. The hideout's atmosphere shifts, a cacophony of distorted sounds filling the space. Inside Scratchy's hideout, turntables spin wildly. A chaotic demo beat screams. Scratchy stumbles, caught in the crosshairs of Hi-Hatter and Cymballer's menacing advance. The air crackles with tension as Hi-Hatter and Cymballer close in, corners Scratchy. Ducky is caught in a blinding flash, a BPM disruptor blasting through the lair. Chaos reigns as the music war intensifies, the hideout a battleground of sound and fury. Inside Scratchy's hideout, chaos erupts as Ducky stumbles, his feathers transforming into a wild, unexpected mullet. He crashes dramatically into a teetering stack of vinyl records, sending them spiraling into the air. The vinyl records scatter like fallen stars, a chaotic ballet accompanying Ducky's clumsy descent. The Beat Reapers move with swift precision, their movements a stark contrast to the surrounding disarray. Their target acquired, they efficiently secure Scratchy within a specialized, data-proof sack. Scratchy, now confined, is completely at the mercy of the Beat Reapers, his fate sealed within the impenetrable sack. Inside Scratchy's chaotic hideout, spectral figures emerge, their ethereal forms casting long, eerie shadows. Scratchy thrashes violently as they lift him, his digital essence flickering. His form threatens to dissolve, a chaotic dance against the encroaching deletion.
Ducky, don't let them reformat me.
Scratchy's desperate cry echoes. Ducky remains trapped, lost within an endless, repeating glitch, helpless against the unfolding drama. Ducky crawls from Scratchy's hideout, regaining control amidst the scorched aftermath. The pavement is cracked, a stark testament to the destructive force unleashed. Etched into the concrete, a cryptic message remains: the groove must be pure. The words stand as a haunting echo in the desolate scene. On the street, Ducky stares, his grip tightening around the hard drive, knuckles bone white, a silent scream trapped in his throat as he realizes Scratchy is gone. The air itself seems to buzz with a heavy, unspoken judgment. His eyes dart around, searching for any sign, any clue in the unforgiving city. Amidst the ruins of his former life, Ducky sits, a solitary figure surrounded by broken equipment and the ghosts of meals past. Pizza remnants and shattered dreams litter Ducky's makeshift home, a stark reminder of what was lost. Ducky clutches the hard drive tightly, his knuckles white as he grips the last vestige of hope. Determination hardens Ducky's features, a mask of resolve settling over the weariness in his eyes. In the dim light, the hard drive glows faintly, a beacon in the darkness of Ducky's shattered world. A flashback glows. Ducky and Scratchy, younger, fill their makeshift home with laughter and carefree music. Their camaraderie shines, a bond unbroken, echoing in the now-destroyed hideout. The small space vibrates with joy, revealing a friendship's vibrant, innocent beginnings. A shared glance, a knowing smile, their connection is palpable, pure, untouched by time. A poignant reminder of what was lost, their youthful energy, a stark contrast to the present. Ducky walks the deserted Quackville streets, his footsteps loud in the oppressive silence. Fear lines the faces of the few citizens he passes, their eyes reflecting the town's dread. Each shadow seems to hold a secret, each darkened window a silent plea. Ducky pauses, the weight of Quackville's despair heavy on his shoulders. He clenches his fist, resolve igniting in his eyes a promise to fight back. Dust motes float in the dim moonlight of the abandoned warehouse, where shadows dance with secrets. Ducky steps into the cavernous space, his new base of operations, a silent vow etched on his face. A glint of determination sparks in Ducky's eyes as he surveys the desolate scene, assessing his domain. With efficient movements, Ducky begins salvaging equipment, his focus sharp and unwavering. Each salvaged item fuels his efforts, a tangible testament to his unyielding resolve. The warehouse transforms under his touch, a sanctuary rising from the ashes of abandonment. In the decaying warehouse, moonlight paints dust motes as Ducky hunches over a workbench, lost in a labyrinth of wires and gadgets. Soldering iron in hand, his brow furrowed, Ducky meticulously repairs equipment, his focused intensity a beacon in the gloom. He pauses, inhaling deeply, the scent of decay heavy in the air as he formulates a plan. Ducky pushes the boundaries of ROOSTRAX's pure groove, testing new sounds, his passion igniting the cavernous space. Rhythmic pulses and distorted melodies echo, filling the warehouse with an energy that defies its desolate state. Dawn breaks over Quackville, painting the sky with the promise of a new day, and casting long shadows over the awakening town. High above, Ducky stands silhouetted against the brightening horizon, a lone figure ready to face the coming conflict. He prepares to unleash his music, a sonic declaration aimed squarely at ROOSTRAX. A defiant smirk plays across Ducky's bill, a clear sign of his unwavering resolve and rebellious spirit.
I will smash the ever-living shit out of ROOSTRAX. For today is not over. It is the beginning. I will get my tracks and they will not have any restrictions. Until later, my friends.
At ROOSTRAX HQ, doors hiss open, revealing Ducky 08059, his eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses. Ducky O8O59 strides confidently into the room, a fog machine on his back, adding to the dramatic effect. The fog machine wheezes, enveloping Ducky O8O59 in a cloud of dramatic mist. Ducky O8O59 pauses, the mist swirling around him, creating an aura of mystery.
All right, Scratchy. Hang tight.
Ducky O8059 says, his voice echoing slightly in the expansive space. With determined resolve, Ducky O8059 declares,
Daddy Duck's bringing the noise.
A siren's shrill cry pierces the chaos of ROOSTRAX HQ, signaling impending pandemonium. Ducky, eyes rolling in exasperation, slams his wing onto the fog machine, unleashing a billowing cloud. The thick smoke instantly triggers the rhythm-sensing lasers, now strobing wildly. Laser beams dance erratically in the haze, painting streaks of light across the smoky expanse. The HQ's automated voice booms,
Unauthorized BPM detected,
amplifying the escalating frenzy. Inside the vibrant ROOSTRAX HQ, a chrome drone descends, beeping rhythmically at 128 BPM. Ducky casually flicks a guitar pick at the drone. It bounces harmlessly off the metallic surface. The drone hovers, its tone accusatory.
Halt. You are off tempo.
Ducky retorts with a grin.
Buddy, I've been off tempo since birth.
The drone seems taken aback, its lights flickering.
That was embarrassing.
Inside the chaotic ROOSTRAX HQ, Ducky sends a drone crashing into filing cabinets. Papers explode into the air as the cabinets burst open, revealing disarray. Amidst the chaos, a faint clucking sound rises above the din. A stern rooster accountant emerges, his feathered brow furrowed in disapproval.
You haven't filed your track usage forms for the fiscal quarter.
The rooster accountant says, in a sterile office, Ducky stands beside a large industrial shredder labeled Copyright Enforcement. A rooster stands opposite him, his face etched with panic. Ducky's calm demeanor contrasts sharply with the rooster's growing unease.
Buddy, I haven't filed taxes since 2003.
Ducky says, his voice devoid of emotion. The rooster's eyes widen in disbelief and desperation.
This isn't even my department.
Ducky's chilling words hang in the air.
Welcome to the music industry.
Ducky navigates a labyrinth of identical cubicles, each a mirror of soulless efficiency. Metronome guard posts swing with unnerving precision, marking time in this sterile world. The air crackles with tension, each tick a reminder of the rigid control. Ahead, a steel vault door looms, a solid barrier against the unknown. Ominous red lights pulse around the vault, a silent warning echoing through the halls. Inside the vault, Ducky hangs suspended, his eyes wide with terror, a stark image of vulnerability. Weakened and distressed, Ducky gasps, his voice trembling.
See, Ducky, they made me quantize everything.
Ducky's expression hardens, a mix of fury and resolve flashing across his face.
Those monsters.
Ducky's voice cracks with desperation, his spirit waning.
I haven't flammed in days.
The cold, sterile vault looms, a symbol of creative suppression and Scratchy's fading artistic fire. Ducky marches towards the control console, determination etched on his face. His fingers fly across the panel, igniting a colossal rooster hologram that looms overhead. The hologram rooster squawks.
Unauthorized rescues are billable at $999 per minute. Do you accept the charges?
Ducky's eyes narrow, a defiant smirk playing on his lips.
Bill this.
Smoke billows, blurring lights and casting long shadows across ROOSTRAX HQ. Sirens wail, their piercing sound cutting through the chaos. A holographic display flickers, its image distorted and unstable. Scratch Fader cries out, panicked.
Duck Y, I'm still wired in.
Ducky, ever confident, Wator.
Don't worry, buddy. I watched 2 seasons of Duck MacGyver.
Ducky's determined gaze reflects in the flickering holographic light.
I got this.
Ducky's intensity sharpens as he bites a guitar pick in half, his eyes gleaming with mischievous intent. With a swift, brutal motion, Ducky yanks cables from Scratchy's body, sending sparks flying in the dim, industrial space. Scratchy's mechanical voice is filled with bewildered pain.
What does that even do?
Ducky shrugs, a devil-may-care grin spreading across his face.
No idea. Look it cool.
Inside ROOSTRAX HQ, Scratchy collapses, disoriented, finding solace in Ducky's wings. Scratchy's voice, faint and filled with disbelief.
You came for me.
Ducky's tender reassurance cuts through the tension.
Of course I did.
Ducky says, with a soft and caring voice.
Who else is gonna run tracks for me when I screw up live?
Alarms scream through ROOSTRAX HQ, the building shuddering under an unseen assault. Amidst the chaos, Ducky, determined, lifts Scratchy onto his shoulder. With the alarms blaring, Ducky waddles urgently toward the only exit, a beacon of hope. Every shake threatens their escape as they navigate the collapsing headquarters. Inside ROOSTRAX HQ, Scratchy's brow glistens with sweat as he stares intently at Ducky. Scratchy's voice is laced with dread.
Ducky, we triggered the ROOSTRAX emergency protocol.
Ducky's face is a mask of confusion. What's that? Scratchy hesitates, the weight of his words heavy in the air. His voice drops to a whisper.
They release the Tempo Titan.
Deep within the ROOSTRAX HQ, mechanical gears grind to life. A low rumble echoes, growing in intensity. Metal joints creak as a colossal form begins to stir. A giant mechanical rooster roars awake, its metallic cry shaking the facility. Ducky stands alone, center stage at ROOSTRAX HQ, under the stark lights. A wide, empty space surrounds him, amplifying his solitude. He shifts, a flicker of unease crossing his features.
Great. And I didn't even warm up.
Ducky mutters, his voice echoing slightly. The silence that follows is heavy, pregnant with unspoken expectations. ROOSTRAX HQ begins to crumble, a symphony of destruction filling the air as the Tempo Titan breaks free. Debris rains down as Ducky and Scratchy scramble to escape the collapsing headquarters, their faces etched with terror. They trip and stumble, a desperate dance of survival against the backdrop of the collapsing structure. Dust and debris billow as they flee. The Tempo Titans escape, heralding chaos and ruin. What will happen next? Stay tuned to find out.
Fuck you, ROOSTRAX.
Ducky's guitar screams, a sonic weapon, shattering all.
Ducky, bro, what did you just do?
I think I freed you, dickhead, and also committed several electrical felonies.
That squeal cracked windows, man. I heard glass cry.
Relax. If the gear isn't bleeding, it's fine. You good to move?
Alert. Unauthorized duck activity detected in Beat Lab Sector 3. Engage lockdown. Engage termination protocol.
Did that voice just say termination, or am I concussed?
Both can be true. We gotta move, DJ Roadkill. Now.
Those are BPM guard drones. They detect offbeat movement.
So just move in time, right? I'm finally good at that.
Yeah, because you're partially possessed by a track demon.
Details, my fuzzy friend. On 3, we groove. Don't panic. I've played to click tracks before.
Yeah, but usually you lose.
I'm evolving. Spiritually. Also, I don't want to get vaporized.
Rhythm alignment. Acceptable. Proceed.
I can't believe bad timing almost became cause of death. They had me in that machine for days, man. Legally clean beats. No distortion, no swing.
That's not production. That's community service.
I thought you forgot about me.
Forget you. You're the only one who ever made my train wreck timing sound intentional.
You mean that?
Don't make this emotional. I have a reputation as a shallow disaster.
We're almost clear. Just gotta get off this building without dying.
Minor detail. Also, do you hear that?
Hear what?
Play me.
Okay, that's new. And deeply not okay.
Citizens of Quackville, an intruder has violated the sanctity of ROOSTRAX. This duck has sabotaged my operations, corrupted my systems, and abused unauthorized tracks. He is a menace to order, commerce, and good taste.
He must be stopped by any means necessary.
Well, congratulations. You're famous.
Great. I always wanted my big break to be a public safety warning.
They're calling you unauthorized. That's cold.
Unauthorized is just rock and roll with better branding.
We should go before a drone turns you into a cautionary hologram.
So what's the plan, oh wise raccoon of sound?
We lay low, regroup, and maybe find a frequency to shut that cursed track up.
Good, because my chest is humming like a broken subwoofer.
Then we avoid crowds. You're basically a walking DMCA violation now. If I can scan your signal, maybe I can see what that cursed track is doing to you.
Pretty sure it's doing unpaid overtime.
Hold still. Your waveform is wrong, like it's layered on top of you.
Story of my life. Me on bottom, bad decisions on top.
This isn't just a track, man. It's fused to your timing.
Play me. Louder.
I'm not touching the board. Why is it getting louder?
Because it doesn't need your permission anymore.
Oh, that's comforting. I'm basically an unpaid roadie for a demon MP3.
Louder. Let them hear.
They heard that. The whole city heard that.
I didn't hit play. I swear I didn't hit anything.
You're the signal now, Ducky.
Fantastic. I always wanted to be a walking subwoofer of doom.
They're coming. You know that, right?
Yeah. And this beat is about to drop harder than my last tax return.
In the control room, Ducky O8O59 and Scratch Fader stand firm, a united front against the looming Cluxworth. Cluxworth's shadow stretches across the room, his presence a heavy weight on the defiant duo.
You think you can stop me? I control the music.
Tension hangs. Music's fate, a battle of wills.
Irreversible.
Recording shame at maximum fidelity.
Let history remember him accurately. Proceed to public release.
Why does every bass drop aim for my future?
That hit had intent, man.
Fucking lock it down.
Yo, asshole. Quackville did not vote for surprise tempo.
Archiving impact damage.
Shit. This town has seen me at my worst angles.
I'm not mixing this shit, this is mixing us.
Why?
Don't say.
Dig this. Tempo answers questions.
And punishes curiosity.
Man, it's weaponized polka. Fucking polka.
Listen up, ban the word.
Too late. It's going to drop a turd.
Excellent escalation.
Initializing narrative control.
Those numbers are mean.
Mean performs.
It's looping the roast.
This violates decency.
The fucking crowd is feeding it.
Humiliation has harmony, bitches.
And a hook.
Holy shit. Gravity just synced to the beat.
Not again.
Duck.
I've learned nothing twice.
Tagging as repeat incident.
Consistency builds a brand.
Cease this at once.
Pain sharpens rhythm.
And focus.
The park just caught the chorus.
Contain the fucking perimeter.
Instinct loves a hook.
And hates restraint.
This is unbecoming.
Archiving motion without context.
Excellent engagement.
Why is the park judging me?
I heard that's his stage confidence.
Cry asshole. Stop remixing my reputation.
Man, it's crowdsourcing the roast.
Consensus achieved.
Now monetize it.
This is how myths start.
Crowds gone rhythmic.
Belief is a beat.
And it sticks.
Sunlight feels personal.
Daylight Remix is brutal.
Clarity accelerates consequence.
Contexte improve engagement.
Morning metrics exceed forecasts.
Crowd's calmer. Beat isn't.
Truth lands harder in daylight.
And sticks longer.
Please remain calm while we clarify ownership.
Corrections logged. Originals preserved.
Words don't rewind rhythm.
Crowds. Skeptical.
They're looping the apology.
Stop apologizing at me.
And it still bites.
Okay, I can fix this.
Man, don't press that.
Proceed.
This ends poorly.
Trust me.
Dime stamping regret.
Brace.
He chose noise.
And noise chooses back.
It's not playing, it's counting.
Critical threshold approaching.
Hold positions.
Time has teeth.
5,
4,
Maintain broadcast.
I should have practiced.
3,
2,
1.
now.
Oh no.
It muted you.
Permanent state applied.
Consequences keep time.
Crowds. Quiet.
Silence is proprietary.
Hey, Scratchy. I finally nailed the timing.
Archiving under irreversible.
Rain-lashed Quackville glitters under neon. Each drop a tiny mirror reflecting the city's artificial glow. Distorted shadows stretch and dance as the city pulses with a manufactured energy. Dominating the skyline is the ROOSTRAX headquarters, a monolithic symbol of corporate might. The tower looms, a stark reminder of power amidst the storm-swept cityscape. Quackville is under the heavy rain. The ROOSTRAX building stands tall. Rain lashes down on the ROOSTRAX headquarters rooftop, drenching Ducky O8O59 as he stands alone, a figure of defiance against the storm. The relentless rain plasters his leather vest to his skin, highlighting the hard lines of his muscular build. A sudden, blinding flash of lightning illuminates his face, momentarily revealing a sarcastic smirk playing on his lips. The rooftop glistens with rain, reflecting the distant city lights like a shattered mirror. The silence hangs heavy, thick with an unsettling tension, broken only by the drumming of rain and distant thunder. Ducky O8O59 remains motionless, an enigmatic sentinel against the storm-swept sky. On stage, Ducky explodes with unrestrained energy, a magnetic force commanding the night. The crowd surges, a roaring ocean of faces lost in the pulsing rhythm. Each beat is amplified, twisting the music into something addictive. Illegal tracks fuel the frenzy, pushing the experience beyond the edge. Ducky's performance transcends limits, blurring the line between reality and illusion. The night belongs to Ducky. The ROOSTRAX headquarters vibrates with illicit energy. Inside ROOSTRAX HQ, insidious whispers slither from the stage monitors. Unseen voices in the shadows. Close up on the monitors, their glow reflecting in Ducky's wide, uncertain eyes. The monitors hiss, their words a venomous promise. You're not enough without the tracks. The insidious suggestion hangs in the air, a dark cloud of doubt forming over Ducky. On the rain-slicked rooftop of ROOSTRAX, shadows stir, revealing Cluxworth P. Tendershell 4, untouched by the downpour. He emerges, a figure of stark precision against the chaotic night. Cluxworth carries a staff crowned with a hypnotic metronome. The metronome's pendulum swings with unwavering accuracy. Each tick echoes in the silent expanse, a harbinger of calculated intent. The rhythmic pulse of the metronome cuts through the stormy atmosphere. On the ROOSTRAX rooftop, a biting wind howls. Cluxworth, a steely-eyed rooster, faces Ducky. Ducky, small but resolute, clutches his worn guitar. Cluxworth declares, "Your obsession with tracks ends here." Ducky's webbed feet root him to the spot, ready. On the rooftop, Ducky's guitar screams to life, a raw, rebellious chord tearing through the night. The sound waves ripple outward, shattering the calm and sending echoes bouncing off the city below. Cluxworth responds with sharp, rhythmic precision, his metronome staff striking the ground. Each slam of the staff imposes a rigid beat, a stark contrast to Ducky's wild abandon. The rooftop becomes a battleground of sound, where anarchy clashes with order under the darkened sky. Lightning splits the sky above ROOSTRAX HQ, casting an eerie glow. Rain falls in syncopated bursts, an unnatural rhythm in the storm. On the rooftop, Clucksworth looms, a dark silhouette against the tempest. His posture exudes absolute control, a master of the storm's wild dance. The storm seems to obey his silent command, a symphony of chaos. On the rooftop, Ducky's guitar music abruptly ceases, leaving silence in its wake. The instrument falls still, its strings no longer vibrating with life. A subtle, yet ominous shift occurs as Ducky pauses, an air of anticipation taking hold. A pulse begins, resonating deep within Ducky. A raw, unfiltered sound taking shape. The cursed track emerges from Ducky's chest, growing stronger with each beat. The night air vibrates with the intense energy of the unearthly sound. The rooftop quakes violently as Ducky convulses, the cursed track thrumming wildly within him. A terrifying realization dawns. The track craves confinement, not participation. The air crackles with ominous energy, mirroring the internal struggle within Ducky. Shadows stretch and dance across the rooftop, reflecting the track's malevolent influence. Each vibration sends tremors through the structure, threatening to tear it apart. The night sky seems to darken, as if recoiling from the raw power unleashed. On the rooftop, time distorts. A lightning bolt freezes mid-air, casting an eerie glow over Ducky. The cursed groove tightens around Ducky, a palpable coil of dark energy. Each vibration echoes with the weight of Ducky's past, a tangible burden pressing down. The accumulated debt of his choices manifests as a suffocating presence. Static light clings to the rooftop, intensifying the surreal, suspended moment. Ducky stands paralyzed, the storm mirroring the tempest within him. Beneath the night sky, Ducky stands on the ROOSTRAX headquarters rooftop, a silhouette against the city's glow. He opens his wings, feeling the dark, pulsing energy of the cursed track fill him. A storm of power surges through him, a dark embrace of fate and speed. His eyes glow with newfound determination, ready to unleash the track's raw might. On the rooftop of ROOSTRAX HQ, a cataclysmic sonic detonation rips through the night. The sky is violently bleached of color, an eerie monochrome replacing the vibrant hues of twilight. A visible shockwave expands outward, a ripple of raw power distorting the air itself. The destructive wave hurtles towards Quackville, an omen of impending chaos. Silence follows, heavy and expectant, as the stripped sky looms over the doomed city. Inside ROOSTRAX headquarters, a catastrophic surge of energy rips through the server room. Servers spark and explode. Illegal streams are abruptly cut off, leaving a digital void in their wake. The shockwave pulses, a silent scream of technological annihilation. The first light of day bathes Quackville, a gentle awakening that belies the darkness of the night. In the soft morning light, the city appears serene, untouched by the previous night's turmoil. Life resumes its rhythm, oblivious to the undercurrents still swirling beneath the surface. A deceptive calm settles over the streets, masking the lingering tension of unseen events. Quackville breathes, unaware, as if the night's secrets were merely a dream, fading with the dawn. The morning unfolds, a fragile facade, concealing the city's hidden wounds and unspoken fears. The rooftop of ROOSTRAX headquarters stretches emptily under the stark daylight, a stage abandoned. Near the edge, a burned-out guitar lies in silent ruin, its strings broken, its music silenced forever. The scorched wood and twisted metal speak of a fiery end to a once vibrant sound. The speakers, now mute, hint at a concert abruptly cut short, a performance unfinished. The scene paints a picture of desolation, a stark reminder of what was lost in the blaze. The silence is deafening, a heavy blanket over the rooftop where music once soared. The Quackville sign stands proud, a symbol of simpler times. The ROOSTRAX logo sputters, its light dimming like a dying ember. A final flicker, and then darkness. The ROOSTRAX sign goes silent. An era ends as the ROOSTRAX logo fades into oblivion, leaving only shadows. A distorted audio clip sputters, a ghost in the machine, faint and warped, like a transmission bleeding through time. Static crackles, obscuring the message. A voice, barely audible, cuts through the noise. Season 2, incoming, the voice whispers. A promise and a threat. Quackville streets at night. A clandestine deal unfolds in a dimly lit alley, marking Ducky's descent. Under the cloak of night, a shadowy figure extends a hand, offering Ducky a forbidden treasure. Ducky's eyes reflect a mix of fear and excitement as he accepts the illegal tracks. The exchange is swift, silent, and damning, sealing Ducky's fate in the underworld of Quackville. With the tracks in hand, Ducky vanishes into the night, leaving behind the remnants of his former life. In a flashback, Clucksworth dominates the stage, the ROOSTRAX logo blazing behind him. He gestures, commanding the attention of the employees in the sterile corporate hall. His words echo with ambition. We are not just selling music, we are controlling it. His voice rises, filled with zeal. Optimization is the key to our success. He concludes with fervor. Embrace the algorithm, and the algorithm will embrace you. In the ROOSTRAX control room, technicians are silhouetted against the cold light of monitors, their focus absolute. Fingers dance across consoles, manipulating the ROOSTRAX tracks with detached precision. Each technician observes Ducky's performance with a clinical, unwavering eye. The air vibrates with the low hum of machinery, a constant thrum of contained power. A palpable intensity fills the room, born of focused attention and silent concentration. The fate of Ducky rests in the hands of these unseen controllers, their decisions shaping his journey. Quackville bursts to life under the neon glow, its streets teeming with revelers dancing in the night. Music pulsates through the air, a vibrant mask over the subtle decay festering beneath the surface. Carefree faces shine under warm street lamps, oblivious to the darkness creeping at the edges of their joy. An undercurrent of corruption lurks, unseen, in the shadows of Quackville's vibrant, pulsing heart. In the dim dressing room, Ducky's eyes are glued to his reflection, a growing unease etched on his face. His brow furrows as he examines the subtle, disturbing changes in his appearance. A flicker of fear crosses his eyes, reflecting his growing concern about his behavior. Ducky's reflection seems to mock him, highlighting the unsettling transformation he can't ignore. High above, the ROOSTRAX headquarters looms, a silent sentinel against the night sky. On the rooftop, a single metronome marks time with unwavering precision. Close up on Clucksworth's metronome, its pendulum swinging, a symbol of control. The rhythmic tick-tock echoes, a stark reminder of the power he commands. Each swing of the pendulum dictates the fate of those under his watch. The metronome embodies Clucksworth's relentless pursuit of order and dominion. A single feather, midnight green, floats in the air above Quackville. It drifts slowly, a silent echo of Ducky's sacrifice. The feather twists in the breeze, a subtle reminder of loss. It falls gently to the ground, mirroring the uncertain future. Stay tuned for Season 2.